Good morning and welcome to Namaste today, a loving way to begin your day. I'm your heartfelt host and the sensei to serious joy, Christopher Witecki. This audio blogcast is for Thursday, May 4th, 2017. Welcome back, my friend. Namaste. After a couple days of bright sun, today promises to be a little bit cloudy and introspective. That's because Mercury rules the day, and Mercury has just recently gone direct in the last 24 hours. In today's zodiac weather, I'll explain what I think Mercury is trying to get you to realize. And later in our tea time, speaking of Mercury, he's about to cross Uranus, and I think it's a new definition of I am. But first, let's take a look at today's moods and your zodiac weather. This zodiac weather is for Thursday, May 4th, 2017. And my global prediction for planet Gaia is cloudy and hyper alert today. Step 14 rules the day, which means it's all about our mind, and Mercury direct might make you a little frantic. Let's take a look at the planets. Energy becomes quite cloudy today, my friend, because I believe you will start to get your wherewithal with thoughts. Technically, Mercury went direct yesterday, but today Mercury rules the day. We're at step 14, Taurus. 1 plus 4 makes 5, which is a Mercury ruled day, which means today our minds are taking over. And in my opinion, that 14 tells me precisely where our mind is seeking to go. We're seeking to understand where it is we belong. Now, we're in the Sun in Taurus, which means we are evaluating our values. Everyone is auditing their own self-confidence, auditing self-esteem, and also looking at your material goods to determine what it is that you might want to manifest. The question is, are you manifesting on the right level? Sometimes it's not the product that we are manifesting, but rather that we are in the wrong factory to begin with. So today you'll be doing a lot of pensive, introspective processing about where it is your value is and what value you belong to be at. Now, here's the thing. The moon is in Virgo today. That means emotions are hyper-aware and a bit nitpicky. In fact, you want to be careful not to fall into the trap of self-criticism today. The moon crosses the North Node early this morning, and that means we are emotionally christening this new life, this new reality. But it is, after all, under construction. So be conscientious of the fact that there are a lot of details coming to the surface, but there's only some details that are important. And pray tell, what details may that be, Sensei? Well, Mercury is now direct. He's still stationary at step 24 Aries, and you'll notice there's a 4 in that 24, just like there's a 4 in today's 14. It is my humble opinion that you are looking to understand this 4, and these 4s go together. Now, step 24 Aries says you're opening up to what you are to receive and who you are to be, your new character. And so today it's kind of a double dose of questions. On the one hand, you're asking, what level should you be manifesting on? And on another level, you're asking the question, what level should I become? What kind of person should I be? And you're looking to possibly take it up a notch. Now, although we have been working on this character development for so long, Venus at step 3 suggests that our highest vision of ourselves may not yet be seen. In fact, many people who have commented in our Namaste Today Club, people who have written me, also personal readings, they've said, Chris, I've been watching all these shows and things, and I just don't know who I am yet. Hey, I think that's all of us, friends. And so don't be too surprised if you don't come to a whole new idea about how you envision yourself. Now, one clue of the step 24 is the path of least resistance. That's one thing I want to leave you with. So if you're thinking about different actions, different characters, different stories that you want to live, which ones have the path of least resistance? Which ones would be almost effortless for you to pursue? In my humble experience, that is usually the right path for our soul. Now, Mars is at the Grandmaster step of step 9 Gemini today, and of course Gemini is our intellect, and so that means that the universe has put a couple of turbo engines on our thinking process, Or for people who like to talk, you may find they are incredible chatty Cathys today, excuse me. And what that means is that we're going to be processing a lot of information. So the information that's important, the details are important, are the ones that light up our heart and are the ones that lead to a path of least resistance. That's probably the simplest way to sort through the milieu. One other aspect that adds interesting intrigue to the day is that multi-day yod that we have between the Sun and Neptune pointing to Jupiter at step 15. As I had explained in our weekly Namaste Today show, this yod is helping you find the sweet spot. Well, friend, the good news is you may find that sweet spot in the next 24 hours. By sweet spot, we mean what is most fair to you, what would be most ideal, what would allow your heart to open. Jupiter today is at step 15 retrograde, which literally is a 6, just like the 24 in Mercury adds to a 6. And so the universe is trying to bring you to this Grand Master 6. Today the Sun is at step 14 in the yod. What's interesting is in the next 24 hours, the Sun moves to step 15 and Jupiter moves back to step 14. So it's kind of a do-si-do back and forth between the Sun and Jupiter. What this tells me is it's likely in the next 24 hours, whatever idea you come up with, whatever solution that really makes you feel peaceful as you fall asleep, this may be that sweet spot you've been looking for. The key question of today is, where do I belong? And the second question is that the path of least resistance? Now, that said, Mercury is direct and dancing with the planet of Uranus. And that leads me to today's tea time. So go steep yourself some tea and let's have our daily tea time. Hello, my friend, and welcome to our tea time. Today's tea time topic is I am. But you might have noticed I spelled the I a little differently. I spelled it E-Y-E instead of the capital I. Well, here's why. Right now, with Mercury at step 24 Aries and conjuncting Uranus, this is probably the hottest time of the year between now and May 11th for you to get some sort of clarity about who you are. We always use this statement in Aries, I am. I act, I am. What I am is what I do is what I am. That is what Aries is. But the question right now is, what sort of I am should I be? Well, Uranus answers that question, in my opinion. Uranus is at step 25 Aries, and step 25 adds to a 7, the holy 7, and so this gives me the signal or evidence that part of this I am is probably E-Y-E-M. In other words, the universe is trying to bring us to our spiritual vision of ourself. When I say E-Y-E-I-M, I'm referring to our third eye. Our third eye, which is, of course, in the middle of our forehead, right? This is the all-seeing eye, the part of us that can see through dimensions, the part of us that knows our spiritual story, and the part of us, I believe, that the I in the I am is supposed to come from. It's my opinion that we are spirit incarnate. When we say I am, we are saying that the vision of our soul is who we are. The vision of our soul is who we are meant to be. And of course, the hard part of that equation is, what the hell is the vision of our soul? Especially when we're in Aries and we're all about ego and taking action and we're dealing with very earthly sort of scenarios. Well, the magic of that answer is in step 25 itself. This is something I have learned over the years and I'm very proud of, and so far it is leading me to profound conclusions in my own life. The step 25 basically says that the highest 7, our highest spirit, our highest self, the I, the all-seeing eye of ourself, opens up when you think about 5, your emotions too. In fact, that's how step astrology works. When you're putting into action, you go backwards. So step 25 is, I feel what I think, but to apply step 25, you must think about what you're feeling. In other words, in order to channel our spiritual vision, this is a quintessential time to include the opinion of your feelings. Probably the most magical way to give you an analogy or metaphor of this is Star Wars and using the Force. We are a civilization, and we are coming into an enlightenment. And that means that it's time for us to start using the force of spirit, the force of love, our psychic awareness, or you could say the all-seeing third eye of our own vision. It's time for this part of life to be incorporated in our day-to-day plans. It's time for this third eye vision to be part of the character of who I am. And so what this actually comes down to in simple kindergarten terms is our new character must include the opinion of our feelings before we do anything. Now, of course, you don't have to do that. We're talking step 25 here. So if you're 15 years old and you're listening to this show, you're probably not ready, kid. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? But if you are a person who has come to Earth to achieve some things and you're looking to step into your greatest potential, Sensei is suggesting that between now and May 11th, when Mercury conjuncts Uranus at step 26, that's the point that you decide what your character is. Between now and then, you consult your emotions and your emotional opinion as well as your intellectual opinion. So what does this look like in reality? Well, in reality, it means you redirect the way your consciousness works. Normally, when we have a certain problem, okay, we'll be thinking about, oh, I have this problem. I've got to get to the store. I've got to get to the store. I've got to get to the store. Okay, so your mind has this big grocery list of things that it wants to pull off by getting to the store. What I'm suggesting is listen to your mind and all of its rhetoric, but then ask your feelings. Do I feel like I should go to the store? And your feelings may say no. And you can ask your feelings, why are you saying no? Well, because the body is tired. So the emotions will tell us all the parts of ourself, all the different states of awareness. The moon swings around the earth every 30 days. Our emotions know about every part of our soul. So, okay, our body is tired. But maybe we feel something else. It's not just that I'm tired. I feel... And more information comes out. And for me, as a person who has learned to listen to my feelings a lot, but not enough, I'll be honest with you, a lot of times my psychic side does open up on that step 25 moment. I'll listen to my feelings, and my feelings will tell me, I just have some sort of feeling that it'd be better to go tomorrow. So the point here is, it's time to listen to our feelings to see what they might say. Now, usually when I go the next day, oh, sure enough, there's a sale on something I wanted, or I ran into somebody I knew. And so my feelings, using the force of all my other states of awareness through the force of emotion and what I'm feeling this time, by using that, I maximize my reality. I begin to move faster than just the planets. I begin to be ahead or on the creme de la creme edge of my own personal fate. Why? Because I'm listening to the force of my feelings. I believe that when your mind, body, and soul is united, and you are listening to your feelings, and you are acting based on how you are feeling and what you are seeing, then you transform from the ego, capital I am, to a new higher version of EYEM. And for those who are skeptical, hey, I recommend you make a game out of this and give it a try. Start asking your feelings what their opinion is on everything between now and May 11th. See when your feelings are right. See what your feelings lead you to. See what it means to feel I am and be one with your spiritual vision as you are in the reality of Earth mundane. All right, my friend, I'm hoping you have a fabulous, fabulous Thursday, some great, profound realizations about yourself, and I am sure you're going to realize something interesting by tomorrow. Remember, I love you, and until then, live, love, be.
Live, love, be.